Hi guys, and in case you somehow missed it, you're watching the Telkom Gaming Show, the only show of its kind in South Africa. In today's episode, we take a look at Civilization Beyond Earth as well as Borderlands pre-sequel, take a look at the Mionix Nash 20 headset, and take a closer look at the iPhone 6 Bendgate saga. 2K games and 5-access games are added again, and we'll be bringing us Civilization Beyond Earth at the end of this month.
We can no longer deny what is clear. Our time on Earth is ending.
Separação completa. Ir para decolagem.
The game is supposedly a spiritual successor to Alpha Centauri, and it houses many of the same developers from the game. While it seems like that, it's still very much a Civilization game, except this time it takes place in the future. Beyond Earth offers a look at the world as it takes place far into the future, with mankind traveling through space and time to found colonies on an alien planet. The turn-based strategy game has players picking up their sec from the very get-go, with a number of different choices to be made that will affect how things are played out over the course of the game as the turns progresses. The earliest decisions could have a huge impact on the gameplay as time goes on, and the way you treat the tech web could have some significant consequences. Speaking of which, Beyond Earth has a tech web instead of a tech tree, which branches off in several directions, which almost forces the players to choose one of them. There are also no technology trading in Beyond Earth, which means that players will be able to head through a number of games, checking out the different technologies to see which fits your playstyle the best. Also introduced in the game are infinities, which will change the advancement of your race. You can peacefully coexist with alien life forms on the planet, giving your units genetic modifications, or simply try to make the current world more Earth-like. Civilization Beyond Earth is out on the 24th of October and will only be launching on PC. Telkom Gaming has an awesome preview of the game on the website, so head there to get the full picture of the game. Borderlands is back and will be coming to PC and previous generation consoles in mid-October. Borderlands pre-sequel will be bringing first-person shooting back, and as expected will combine shooter and role-playing mechanics once again. The pre-sequel will shift the focus to the 4 playable characters, all of whom were non-playable characters or enemies in the previous Borderlands games. If you remember Handsome Jack, you will feel right at home as the plot follows his adventure of escaping and capturing of the Hyperion on Ellipsis. The game is expected to include new gameplay mechanics as well as low-gravity environments to make things even more over the top. For those of you who are huge fans of the game, Claptrap will be a large part of the game, as it is one of the 4 characters that the game will focus on. Claptrap, Athena, Wilhelm, and Nisha will be the 4 playable characters who will kick off the game as henchmen for Handsome Jack, as he starts off morally good but slowly transforms into the evil villain we all know him to be. For those looking to get their fix on Borderlands the pre-sequel, the game will be popping onto PC, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 on the 17th of October, so make sure to keep your eyes on the Telkom Gaming website for more information. Looking for a strategy fix? Android will have you covered with a number of awesome strategy games that you can download and play. Many of you may have heard of PvZ, Plants vs Zombies, but if you haven't experienced it, you haven't played mobile strategy. All you have to do is protect your back lawn from hordes of undead zombies with a bunch of hilariously named plants and vegetables that shoot. There are 5 lanes going down and the zombies will approach from the right, so you need to build a line of plants to keep them at bay. As time goes on, zombies get tougher and smarter, so eventually you need to pull out the big guns. Plague Inc. is a rather morbid virus simulation, but can bring out the evil in you for just a while. Players will guide a disease across the globe, affecting its DNA resistance and transmissions, as you will want to kill off the entire world with your disease. Once you have a fair amount of people infected, you start developing the symptoms and will look to bring the world to its knees. Anomaly 2 is a tower defense game in reverse, set in a post-apocalyptic world as you guide a convoy through a wasteland in order to save mankind. You will guide your units through a valley of damage and power as you try to reach the end of your trip, taking damage and enjoying the amazing visuals of the game. For all you Destiny fans out there, and even if you're not, you should be, we've got an awesome competition lined up for you where you can stand a chance of winning an amazing prize worth 7,000 Rand. All you have to do is head over to the Telkom Gaming website to enter. The link is in the description below. In today's DGL segment, we've asked Gandalf from Damage Control to tell us more about the Mionix Nash 20 headset that is currently available on the DC website.
Guys, I'd like to show you the headset that Mionix make. It's called the Nash 20. It's a premier gaming headset. It's got excellent build quality, features memory foam pads. It's got a microphone that when you lift it up actually mutes itself, so if you're on TeamSpeak and someone walks in your room and you want to not broadcast it to your team, you just lift it up. The memory foam on here is really nice. It's the first time I've seen memory foam on an entry-level headset. The headphones are quite, they're quite heavy, which to me is always nice because you're going to get better bass with something heavy. Features a 3-meter braided cord. And these headphones I was really impressed when I saw them because for an entry-level headset to get this kind of quality is really, really good. This will compete with certain other headphones that come from Sweden.
With the launch of the iPhone 6 recently, there have been huge rumors about its so-called bendability. Well, I was lucky enough to nab an iPhone 6 Plus and an iPhone 6 in my recent travels in Japan, and I can, with confidence, report that the bendability of these devices has been hugely overstated. There's no question that the iPhone 6 Plus is a large device. It's got a big, wonderfully sharp screen, it's super slim, lovely rounded edges, and is actually surprisingly easy to handle. I thought I would be challenged by the sheer size of the device, but it's light, it's slim, and it's actually really easy to handle. An organization in the USA called Consumer Reports that tests independently and impartially all various devices across the electronic spectrum did a test in the last few days of all of its smartphones, the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus, even the iPhone 5S, an LG G3, Samsung Galaxy Note 3, as well as a HTC One M8, and found, surprise, surprise, all of them bend. They all bend at slightly different pressures, but what they did is they took the phone and they applied pressure on the center, supported it on the edges, and they found the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus all deformed and broke, and the screen separated from the body at around about 100 to 110 pounds of direct pressure. Interestingly, all the other phones deformed at pretty much the same amount. The loser of the pack, unfortunately, was the HTC, which popped apart and broke at 70 pounds of pressure. So I wouldn't be too worried about your lovely shiny new iPhone 6 Plus deforming. What I wouldn't recommend is that you pop it in your back pocket and sit on it far too many times, because that may just invalidate the warranty. That being said, these are really a huge advance over the iPhone 5S currently, and as you can see, the size is quite something. Put the one up against the other, it is a massive phone. That's the 6 Plus. For those of you that are not keen on such a huge device, the iPhone 6 is not significantly bigger, but the screen is a lot bigger and a lot brighter. So a full review will come in due course, but right now all I can say is the iPhone 6 has significant advantages over the iPhone 5S. It has a bigger screen, a brighter screen, an incredible camera, and it's super slim and super fast. So all in all, a massive improvement for Apple on the current generation of iPhones.
But before we say our goodbyes, and I'm sure you guys know by now, that the brand new Xbox One launched last week, and we saw that a few guys managed to get their hands on it, like Fox1ZA, SVG_Brad, and Andries VW777. If you're one of the lucky ones, upload your pics to Twitter and tag Telkom Gaming and Xbox ZA, just to make everyone else that doesn't have one jealous. Until next time guys, cheers for now.
Ah.